Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mirsin. Welcome to my zombie testing video. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go right into it. For replay number one, I'm playing against what looks like a zombie mirror because, Dark Grapher, Doom King, Glue Up Bloom. I have no idea why he discarded the Doom King for cause just to special the Dark Grapher to still use. I mean, he could have just normal summoned the Glow Bloom and made Needle Fiber. Wouldn't have done anything, actually. Would have lost to the exact same thing either way. But what he could have done actually would have been way better. It's just normal Grapher, pitch, Doom King, get ashed, set Compose, pass. He still would have died, but at least he wouldn't have had like one card in hand, one like back row and nothing else. So yeah, this is just dreadful for him. He can search a Doom King, do absolutely nothing. I have Ash, Zombie, Gamma, Skullmeister, and I'm top decking Rivalry, so this game is over. Let's get into the next one. Alright, so regardless of how consistent your deck is, regardless of the amount of hand shops you play, shop cards will always destroy you on a game one. You just can't do anything about it. If you lose a dice roll, or even if you win a dice roll, how are you really interacting with shop cards? They really do break your board, and it's really hard to like recover from that unless you have literally the nuts when you're going first. But yeah, Dragma Punishment is a really good proactive, spot removal for going second. By the way, a huge misplay that I did. As soon as I said that Called by the Grave, I was like, I know, I might lose to a Dragma Punishment. It's the first reflex that I have when I see a lot of back row, but I was like, whatever, maybe he's playing like Paleozoic, and if he goes like Swap Frog, I want to hit the Ronin Totem. And when he said a monster, I was like, that might be a dupe frog. And yeah, just when I saw that Inspector Border later on, I was kind of frustrated because Dragma Punishment is definitely a card that you can also play in Paleozoic. I would play 3 Dragma Punishment myself, actually, in that deck. But yeah, he flips the Inspector Border, and regardless of what I draw, it's game over. Skill Drain 2, just as an added bonus. Even if I had Lightning Star, I would have lost. Solemn Judgment was just too much, so can't do anything, especially when you have half of your hand as Nibiru and a card that cannot be normal summoned. Next replay. This is pretty interesting, honestly. The guy has 2 Ogre, Called by the Grave, the Evil Twin Starter, secret password. This card searches bad cards. I don't like it. I mean, I guess you can search the... Is it a quick play spell that summons an evil twin monster from the deck? But I don't know, man. If you play too many consistency cards, your deck actually becomes inconsistent because you start having too much redundancy. And this trap card realistically isn't great. It really just isn't, because you already have an interruption during your opponent's turn, so this is just like a searchable recovery card, but it's not really like it was a +1 when you searched it. It's really you're trading a card for a card that doesn't do enough, so I don't like this, and I don't like just playing too many, like, extra, I don't know, man, bad consistency cards. Just play these 3, like these 2 at 3, and then 3-sided mining. You can play, like, other good stuff, but... yeah, when you play like 18 starters, your deck just can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! At all. Like, look at the max ceiling, man. This is nothing. It's a Link monster with a bad Called by the Grave. I mean, it's bad Monster Reborn. I don't know why he didn't set that Called by the Grave. And, yeah, just redundant hand shops. So, Parallel Exceed, at least he's playing that. But, oh my god, this doesn't feel right. But yeah. Zombie is going to ogre that. There was someone in my comments who actually wondered if you actually still resolved, because apparently he thought that it was mandatory for you to discard, no, sorry, gain a level like by 1 in order to resolve the send effect, but for either case, like either you're discarding from a hand or sending from deck to grave, that is not the case, and it's hard to explain, but pretty much cards always try to resolve as much as possible. So unless it's actually written in the card text, like Naturia Beast, where it actually has to be face up to activate and resolve, yeah, I don't see how Zombie wouldn't be able to Foolish. So yeah. Anyways, I get to use Gozuki's effect since that is what I pitched with Zombie. Get to revive back this Doom King if that matters. And yeah, whenever I use like a zombie effect, even without Zombie World, I can still banish, which is interesting, but now I have Banshee anyways, thanks to Gozuki. So, yeah, I'm just gonna pass here. This is so dumb, man. This Called by the Grave, I couldn't play around it at all. Like, the Vampire Sucker play was 1,000,000,000% correct, because he didn't set it. which makes no sense. You obviously want to sit Called by the Grave. So I was like, wow, you're so lucky, man. You drew the nuts for turn. But yeah, no, he actually didn't. And another thing that made no sense is that... Actually, no, this actually made sense. Even if he played Salamangreat El Mirage, he wouldn't have been able to do anything because it's not a Cyberus on the... yeah, I mean, his Parallel Exceed would pretty much become like zombies, so even if he makes El Mirage and then summon Parallel Exceed, he can't do Update Jammer and kill me. He can do a bit, but he can't kill me, and killing me was the only thing that would have had like some form of impact. And this is where everything went into shit for him. So I use Vampire Stalker because I want to revive back a monster so I can draw one card and see what I would do with my play. So if I draw Glow Bloom, well, whatever, I just make Relinquished Anima, summon Doom King, etc. But he actually uses the effect of... first he uses Ogre to destroy my monster, so I have an empty board, and now he uses the effect of Leela, so I'm like, I actually win the game instead of actually having to grind it out, which is pretty fun. I mean, grind it out. I was obviously in a super favorable position, but this is actually insane, so yeah, it's really hard for me to lose. This is literally game without... I think this was through... No, it was obviously wasn't through Nibiru. I couldn't really, consider this Parallel Exceed, but regardless, it would have changed absolutely nothing. I still had a Mizuki as a follow-up, so this game was over. Anyways, next replay. Oh my god. Okay, this is super cringe. So my opponent is playing the most sketch version of dinosaurs I've ever seen in my entire life. But to be fair, he's playing True King Dinosaur, that's super inconsistent, but anyways, especially without Denglong. So it's just really whack to like see someone play Desires in a deck that doesn't even use the extra deck except for VFD. So if anything, you can play like triple VFD and then still play Extravagance, but I don't really get the Desires. And my hand is so shit, like double Nibiru, Doom King. Again, man, it's not the first time that I break on this. It's so frustrating, but you really can't do anything about it. Like, what am I gonna do? Change Nibiru for another utility card? No, play more consistency cards. Okay, I'm just gonna play more consistency cards. Oh, I'm going second against a board that I can't break? Oh man, why don't you play Nibiru? You see, this is kind of like the same stupid mentality that I always find regardless. When you play a lot of hand shops, people are like, okay, well, I mean, your deck's gonna break, so whatever. And then when you actually play more consistency cards, you can't break boards, so yeah, whatever. This makes no sense. Do like Baby Ceratosaurus attack. He could have just said the card and it would have been like more pressure on me. Could have been like a Dupe Frog and I was like, oh my god. Or he could have just used this. Wait, hold on, what? This guy had Diagram Baby. Did he... Oh, he actually had like a Fire True King. Oh wow, I mean, to be fair, I had like Rivalry and Nibiru, so if he had went like 2 ham, it would have been bad for him, but I guess Miscellaneousaurus, so I would have like been safe from... What's his face? Thingy. Would have been safe from VFD, but that's pretty much it, so yeah. I mean, double safe, even if he like pops this Rivalry. Yeah, I have no idea what he's doing, so obviously I have to pass because my hand sucks. And yeah, no, this is honestly just so cringe. Well, I didn't know he had the diagram in his hand before. Wow, just I thought he was a top deck. Yeah, just kind of cringe, honestly. Maybe he's trying to like humiliate me because Summon Skull Beatdown is definitely like a good win condition. I mean, I'm just not drawing anything, so what can I do? set Skullmeister, set a second Rivalry pass. Fossil Dig, I definitely could have ashed this because it's so obvious that it was his way of unbreaking because I still didn't show him Rivalry. But I was like, whatever, let's just wait. And then I get Kaiju'd. I don't know why I get Kaiju'd. I really thought he would try to crash and then summon Oviraptor and then summon a bunch of dinosaurs. I would have been actually really screwed. But yeah, I just, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I couldn't really, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, Upstart, draw one, set another freaking Mizuki. Oh, Mizuki is a bit better. And he doesn't even go into battle phase, doesn't even care. Oh, wow, that's not even, yeah. He has plays, man. He can do so much. His diagram could have popped this baby, actually. Baby before popping Driver. And, no, just apparently he's not really down for that. So, even if he has, like, 2 freaking True Kings in the graveyard... But hey, it's, what can you expect, man? It's 80 Pro, honestly. On Dueling Book, it's not better, man. People argue for, like, the dumbest rulings ever. You can get into, like, an hour 30 game 1 just because someone doesn't know how, you know... okay, I'm not going to, like... I'm not going to try to point fingers at people because if they're watching my videos, they might actually recognize themselves. But yeah, I have actually assisted my friend who actually was waiting on like a huge judge call, and there was no result, and it took like 10 years for nothing. So yeah, anyways, next replay. All right, dinosaurs again. I mean, yes, the same guy basically. So I'm pretty sure I lost game 2 at the speed of light. Yes, and then game 3, wait, hold on, did I actually forgot? And it's sad because I actually technically got the footage today. So, oh yeah, this is the game that yeah, so he's, I don't know why. Why? Like, what are you trying to play through by doing this? You can just make a Dolka. If you're really scared of Nibiru, and I mean, Miscellaneous Zores, kind of, not really. No. But it's so sad that I actually lose to, like, a bad dinosaur player and someone who doesn't even play Archosaur in his deck. Because, like, what the heck, man? Jirac Aeolo, something, stuff like that. So, the fact that my zombie deck that plays Zombie World and Rivalry still loses to this because I have to go second and I can't deal a freaking conductor is pretty sad. And this guy's honestly so incredibly lucky that he actually could have afforded, like, he was able to afford not being good, since, I mean, I can't play the game at all. But yeah, conductor attack, I take a bit of a lot of damage. 5200, I'm just relatively close to dying. And yeah, activate that diagram. Of course, I draw garbage, Zombie World. Now at this point, I'm like, okay, all you have is Conductor Tyranno. So next turn, I can literally just, I mean, if I don't die, I might still have a chance, you know. I mean, top deck Nibiru, obviously not, but yeah, just maybe I might have a chance eventually, but apparently no, because top deck Monster Reborn under freaking Rivalry, the only way to summon a dinosaur monster, of course, because Overraptor is a zombie in the graveyard and Conductor is a zombie on the field, so that's actually not cheating. Which is insane. Like, literally the only card, top deck Fossil Dig or top deck freaking Monster Reborn, doesn't cut it. It had to be, Overraptor. Yeah, no Fossil Dig, no Overraptor. It had to be Monster Reborn. Oh my god, this is just so sad. Especially since actual dinosaurs, I don't even think they play Monster Reborn. That card blows. Yeah, I'm just taking more damage. I have a 600, and yeah, just can't do anything at all. 2 cards in hand, 2 cards on field. I get Book of Moon every single second of my life, so yeah, fun for everyone. Anyways, next replay. Alright, I should be going first against the same guy. OV Miss. Oh, pretty good, man. Pretty good. But yeah, no, Uni Zombie plus Mizuki is kind of like insane. Uni Zombie plus pretty much anything that allows you to get to Needle Fiber plus the Banshee. So yeah, it's really good. I mean, Uni Zombie plus Uni Zombie is still Needle Fiber, but it's kind of like bad Needle Fiber. But Uni Zombie plus Banshee or Mizuki is full combo. So I mean, full combo. Pretty much all of this. And I still have, you know, Rivalry, Called by the Grave alongside Zombie World, so you really can't do too much. I mean, search your Garbage Pail. You can't even use it. You need 2 cards in the hand and Pail for you to use Pail, because you can't banish anything from your graveyard. And now he's trying to go into battle phase, but I'm like, no, not gonna work. You know, draw, banish, and then Quick Sync for Shiranui Sun Saga. And yeah, this is just how we do it, boys, I guess. So he's just gonna scoop, because obviously next turn I go Revive back Doom King, draw another card, so I have like 2 draws, and then Gozuki, Mizuki, game, and that's pretty much it. So at the end of the day, what do I really think about this zombie deck? It's good, but definitely not comparable to the meta, because like I said, a bad dinosaur deck and a bad dinosaur player was able to get a game off of me when I drew technically what the deck is kind of supposed to draw. Like, what am I gonna do about it? Like, play Shiranui style Swallow Slash? I guess so, but then at this point, you might as well just not play your hand traps. You might as well just play a lot of trap cards, Dragma Punishments, etc. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe this deck might actually have potential in the future. I'm just showing things as they are, so yeah, just don't judge me, judge the deck. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.